Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to Newton Online Classes. This is just the preamble to our mathematics lectures. And why am I bringing out this preamble? I've just discovered that many students learning mathematics, or not even students alone, many people learning mathematics don't even know the tools they are to use. Okay, they know the tools to use, but they don't know the material. Just like having a bricklayer, you have most of your tools, your this, your that, but then the materials you're going to use, you see how you need to have a very good knowledge of the materials that you're going to use. The sand, the cement, other materials that you need to understand them very well, water, things like that. Because if you don't understand them, you don't know much about them, you are not likely to come out with a very good job, even though you have all the necessary tools. So it's still the same with mathematics. If you don't understand your numbers very well, those are the material used for your mathematics. Those are the starting material. You don't understand the numbers, you are not likely to come up with a good idea or a sufficient idea of what mathematics. So take a look at the numbers first. Understand the numbers before you start carrying out exercises in the mathematics. Now, when you naturally talk about numbers, you will need a classification of numbers into various types. That is the first thing you need to know. And where do we start? Natural numbers. Natural numbers. This is what you represent using what? N. Natural numbers. What do you mean by natural numbers? That's the definition of numbers. These are the numbers we use in everyday life. These are the numbers you are most familiar with. You want to make payments, you want to pay for your fare, you want to buy goods, you want to pay for goods, you want to sell goods. These are the numbers you use every day. Every one of us uses natural numbers. You don't need to be learned, you don't need to be literate, you can be an illiterate, you don't know, but still you use a lot of natural numbers every day. You know them very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In my own language, the Yoruba language of Ife, Raeni, Yoruba, San, Ibrahim. In Yoruba language, Ini, Eji, Eta, Erin, Àrún, Ẹ̀fà, Èje, Ẹ̀jọ. In Hausa language, Daya, Biu, Ku, you understand all those things. So you use them every day. That's how we call them natural number. Because they come to us naturally. Whether we understand mathematics or we do not understand mathematics. Or even if you are literate, we are learned, we are not learned. You encounter and use natural numbers every day. So the natural numbers are what? E.g. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on indefinitely. You can get to 1,000, 100, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 zillion. It goes on and on, especially when you are counting money. Then, apart from natural numbers, represented by what? N. You still have B, whole numbers. Whole numbers are what? Natural numbers. Natural numbers and zero. So, what are our whole numbers? Is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, indefinitely. Then, so 0 is part and parcel of what? Whole numbers. Natural numbers plus what? Is 0. Some people count 0 as part of natural numbers, but then it doesn't really matter. You know that 0 is part of your number system. 0 means what? Nothing. It doesn't mean what? Neutral. I have 10 naira. It's only 10 naira. I have 10 naira plus 10. It's only 10 naira minus 10. That's nothing. Neither having anything or owing anything. So it's neutral. That would be equal to what? Is 0. Then, apart from whole numbers, apart from whole numbers, you also have integers. Integers, Z. These are natural numbers and they are natural numbers and are what? And they are negatives. Or let me see, and they are what? Negative counterparts. Numbers immediately visible on a number line. These are what we call what? Integers. Natural numbers and they are what? Negative counterparts. Numbers immediately visible on the number line. These are the numbers that are visible. There are other numbers, right? They are not all that obvious or apparent. But this one, you see them directly on what? On the number what? On the number line. Now, such as when you say, this is the number what? This is the number line. Then the center you have what? Is 0. To the right of neutral, bridge. To the right you have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goes on and on. Million, whatever. Then to the left, you have the negative what? The negative numbers. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Goes on and on. -6, -7, -8. This is very pretty. So all these numbers that are immediately visible are what you call what? Integers. You can see natural numbers, positive, and their negative counterparts. I've talked about 10 naira and having 10 naira in my pocket and owing 10 naira in my pocket. What I'm having is what? Positive. What I'm owing is what? Negative. If I have nothing, I'm not owing, neither do I have anything in my pocket, then what will be equal to what? Is 0. So these are the numbers we call what? Integers, immediately visible on the number line. Okay. So immediately visible on the what? On the number line. Now, some students are, I can write on many space on the board because our space is limited. Now, some people are confused about integers, about these positive and negative numbers. Now, about the number line, figures increase from left to right. So 1 is smaller than, okay, 5 is great, so to the right, 0 is smaller than 1. I mean, if you're having 1 naira, you are better than someone having what? Nothing on him, 0. Then, if you're having 2 naira, even better. So, 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 2, 4 is greater than 3, 5 is greater than 4. Then, in the same vein, if 0 is greater than minus 1, minus 1 is greater, you know you are moving, when you are moving to the right like this, increase. This one means what? Increase. You are moving to the right. So, in essence, minus 3 is larger than minus 4. Minus 2 is larger than minus 3. Minus 1 is larger than minus 2. If 0 is larger than minus 1, because if you don't have anything in your pocket is 0, that one now you are better than someone who is owing 1 naira. You are richer. So, in essence, minus 1. So then, to the left, this one means what? Decrease. This one means what? Decrease. That is the essence of what? Of a positive and negative what? Integers. So, to the right, increase. 1 greater than 0, 2 greater than 1, 3 greater than 2. To the left, decrease. Do you understand this? 4 smaller than 5, 3 smaller than 4, 2 smaller than 3, 1 smaller than 2, 0 smaller than 1, minus 1 smaller than 0, minus 2 smaller than minus 1. So, in essence, you will not see that minus 1 is greater than minus 10. Minus 1 is greater than what? 1 million, minus 1 million. Minus 1 is greater than minus 1 billion. So, of all the negative numbers, the largest is what? Minus 1. That is the largest negative number that you can ever have. I hope this one is clear to every one of you. So, again, minus 1 is greater, higher than minus 2. Minus 2, to the right, numbers increase. To the left, numbers what? Numbers decrease. Now, in case you still don't get it, because I've been teaching students a lot, and this is the first problem I encounter in mathematics when I'm teaching students. They get confused by this idea of what? Minus, plus, which one is higher, which one is smaller. Good. Take a look at this. If you have, now let's consider 3 scenarios. A, B, C. A has nothing on him. C has 10 naira. A is owing what? 10 naira. So you cannot represent that owing again by 10. There are different things. You have this 10 naira in your pocket. You are owing this. It's a negative on you. It's a minus on you. This one is a plus because it is in your pocket. This one is out of your. It's not only out of your pocket. You are owing it. You have to return it. So this one is what? Minus 10. And in case you don't understand it, use your native intelligence. Use your native wit. Use your native what? Native intelligence. So, no, do you know why minus 1 now? Do you know why minus 1, are you following me now, should be greater than, you know why minus 1,000 should be greater than minus, should be less than what? Minus 1. That is, 1 minus 1 should be greater than what? Minus 1,000. Let me go back again. This person A is not having anything on him. This one is having 1,000 on him. Then, now let me move this to, let me move this to what? Let me move this to, hello? Let me move this to A is owing 1 naira. That will be minus 1. And then D now. D is what? Owing what? 1,000 what? 1,000 naira. That is minus 1,000. That is what D is owing. D is owing what? 1,000. That is minus 1,000. A is owing what? Minus, is owing 1 naira. That is minus 1. B is having nothing on him. C is having what? 1,000. Use your native intelligence. Use your native wit. Number 1, I don't need to tell you that C is the what? Richest. Even this B is richer than A. That is why is 0 is greater than minus 1. Just like this on the number line. 0 is greater than what? Minus 1. You know, if 0 has nothing, B has nothing on him. That is what? Is 0. But A is already in what? Trouble. Is owing 1 naira. It means B is richer than A, because this one will not bother himself. This one will be struggling on how to return that what? That 1 naira. Now compare A and D. How much is A is owing? 1 naira. How much is D owing? 1,000 naira minus 1,000. And so if A is to return his money, it just take him a little effort. So assuming you now give A 500 naira. You now give A 500 naira. What will he do? He will just, out of that 100 naira, 500 naira, he will just use 1 naira to pay his debts, right? His let will go 499 naira. If you give D1 500 naira, he will still pay that 500 naira as well. Then he will still be owing another 500 naira. You can now see why A is richer than D now. A with what? Minus 1. D minus what? 1,000. I hope you understand what I'm saying now. Just when you are using your native intelligence, consider A as what? Consider minus 1. Are you following me now? You are owing 1 naira. You are owing $1. Hello, are you following me? You are owing what? 1 naira. That is why this person is better off. Is richer than the person owing what? 1,000. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are owing 500 naira, you are better off than Dangote owing what? 1 million. But of course, that just by the way. If Dangote has enough assets, right? You don't have enough assets. If Dangote has enough assets to pay his 1 billion, whatever is owing in banks, creditors, and so on and so forth. As a student, if you are owing if you are owing 1 naira, you may struggle to pay it back. You understand what I'm saying now? But let's say we're looking it on a neutral ground. Owing 1 naira is far better than owing what? 1,000 naira. So a person, so that is why minus 1 is greater, is richer, is higher than what? Minus 1,000. So again, minus 1 greater than what? Minus 2. Minus 2 greater than what? Minus 3. Minus 3 greater than minus 4. To the left, the numbers are what? Decreasing. To the right, the numbers are what? Increasing. That is just what I want you to understand about what? Number lines. Later, when we are through with these numbers, we'll carry out operations of summation, multiplication, addition. We'll still come back to this number line, right? Because I'm compelled to expatiate on this, because many students find it very difficult. They don't understand the concept of negatives as well as the concept of what? Maybe they know a lot about positive. I have 10 naira. I am having 1,000 naira. I'm richer than the person having what? 900. 900 is richer than 800. if you do it, you are going back, right? The numbers are decreasing. But many people don't understand that debts are negative. If you are owing 1,000 naira, how do you represent it? You just simply put minus there, minus 1,000. That's it. That is the essence of what? Negative numbers. It's very easy. So if you are owing 1,000, you are poorer, you are lower than the person owing what? 1 naira. I hope that explanation is clear. Please, you share this, follow us. You can even send gifts to me. I will not reject it. Anyways, part and parcel of my endeavors. I'm not doing this for money, but if the rewards come, gladly I will take that reward in any for any legal reward. Hello, we still come back to this. Now we've only discussed three numbers: natural numbers, whole numbers, as well as what? Integers, z. Natural numbers and integers, what? Z. We will continue from this in our next lecture. This is just preamble, right? Preamble 1. By preamble 2, we move down to rational, irrational, imaginary. Those are other types of what? Numbers, real numbers. Hello. So this one continues. Thanks.